Oh. Well, the banner isn't going to be a total loss. I do need constellations for Farazan, I suppose. And I do need the last one for Yanfei. Here's hoping we can get Wanderer. Now, on to the event, which I forgot about, and now it's happening. Where is it? What button do I need to press to get this event? Event details? Oh! Is it literally just... okay. Huh. Well, before that, I'm just going to quickly get something.
Respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction. Ad Astra.
Let me just do this. Because I forget about it. I'll have to do it at midnight. And then I'll just completely throw it all off. I'm not quite well. Okay. Let's go stand here and do an event in our heads and let the people who are just walking by wonder that us just staring into space. 'Cause that's how I always figured this went. Huh. Oh, this is what I wanted before. I wanted it to be permanent because this was really good. So we're going to keep doing this one until we get all the events. And co-op! Because it's fun in co-op. Come on, Katie. Let's go. And it's all trial characters, so it doesn't matter who we load in as. At least I think I don't. Oh, there's the original Golden Apple Archipelago music. At least I got the birdie. Oh, we're tossing Yugwe.
Stay put.
Oh, I could have gotten that.
Stay put. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. You play.
I like how we're training how to use Yugwe.
Stay put. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. You play. You're up. You play. You're up. Stay put.
Aw.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. You play. You're up. Stay put.
I like this.
Don't be scared. You play. You're up. Stay put. Don't be
Hit
scared.
something.
Stay put. Stay put. You play. You're up.
Ooh. Wait, we're doing one after the other. Cool. Knock the slimes into the vine goal by using charge attack. Okay. You're assuming I knew what his charge attack is. Oh, it's that one. I don't know, I prefer jeans. Oh. Haha. Wee, oops. Line up, people. Frap, would you? It's like we're actually playing football. If it wasn't timed, I bet people would use it to play football. Stop. Thank you. Okay. Right. You're gonna go that way, I go this way. Which is my one. Break enemy shields and instantly defeat. Okay. I love this. Huh, it doesn't look like it's got constellations, but they've given us sacrificial sword. Ooh. How many constellations does this Kseudonym have? Seems like more than one. Whoa, that was fast. Cool. Let me exit. And how many times do we have to do this? Or what has happened? But it's not really one of the most replayable events, but I still like it. I just wish it'd been permanent. Just like build a stadium somewhere and have these events just be like have a scoreboard for your world, a leaderboard. Hmm? Huh. fun, but the gameplay was a bit weak. Anyway. Ah, so we're almost there. That's a lot of HP.
How did I do that?
I'll get there. Right.
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 And I know just.
Right. Let's go do some daily, shall we? And then we'll go into co-op. Actually. Wait, let me think. Do dailies, we'll go to... Then we'll go to the domains. Then we'll go into co-op. Why are two of these in Dragon Spine? I'm kind of excited because tomorrow I'm going to see Oppenheimer. I'm going to see the nuke. I don't know what screen it is. I think it's in IMAX. I don't know. Ah.
Time to go. One with nature.
The main reason I want to see it is because
Don't be scared.
it's not CGI. it may not be a nuke, okay, but it's going to be a hell of a lot of explosives. I can't see a thing.
Into the wind.
Rest and rebuild.
There we go.
The wind knows me. Can't see? Keep up.
Huh. Okay.
One with nature.
So much easier. More wolves. Which way is fastest? This is full speed ahead. That's okay.
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed.
Oh no. Where am I going?
Follow the wind.
I'm freezing slowly. What?
Time to go.
Keep going.
Time to go.
Hello. How are you doing? I'm seeing a movie tomorrow and I'm really excited. It's the one with no CGI but lots of explosions. Oppenheimer.
Time to go.
I know they couldn't actually film a nuke, but they got enough explosions to make it look like a nuke. Excited!
The night is cold.
Yes. Explosions in cinema are the best, especially when they're not CGI.
Not now. Cole, hurry to command.
One with nature. I'll uproot you.
Great. Ah. Didn't think I'd get a ticket, but it's a premiere. Tomorrow I'm seeing it. Haha. I'm really curious how they're gonna. It's because IMAX, right? When you're sitting in the cinema, apparently it's got these how do I explain? I've been there before, so I don't know how I'm not explaining this. The seats move. There's vents at the side that'll blow air at you, and sometimes it's water, sometimes it's cool, you know. And it was at 70 mm. It's filmed at. So it's going to be like really, really wide screen. Not quite curving around you, but you're going to be taking it in a lot. It's going to be a feast for the eyes.
Keep up.
I'm literally hopping in place. Yeah, the last time I went to see an IMAX movie, it was Godzilla. The third one. You know, with Ghidorah, the golden demon, right? Which I should watch, because I usually remember my terminology straight off. I think I went to see Godzilla twice, actually, now I think about... No. It was not twice, it was 3 times. That's the only film I've ever done that for. Give me my big, super, huge monster.
Allow me.
This is guy just lurking. Come on, over here. Oh, Turner. Well, it's kind of burning down, so sorry about that. Yep. As a child, my career goal was something along the lines of dragon. I'm just gonna nick all your carts, so sorry about that. Just giving my giant monster movies. Except for Transformers. Don't particularly like those. If you're gonna get into Transformers, just watch the anime. The original ones. I'm thinking more along the lines of Lazy Lizard. No one tells me what to do.
Into the wind.
I could just lie there and people would bring me food. I would be the lizard who was not a problem in the destruction category, but in the I'm just the least lizard that's always in the way. Maybe I'll dispense wisdom like from the peanut gallery. That's about it.
Can't see. One with nature.
Hang on, what is with this dialogue? I was saying something spooky about it. I've never figured out what.
Time to go.
It's probably going to be like a reference to the Cannibal Maid and his ghosts. Turner's not here.
Time to go.
Adelaide, did you eat someone with an animal vision and they're haunting us? Trying to wait.
Time to go.
Hey, did Adelaide eat anyone? Hmm. Right. Domains. Route. Still doing this. And I'll do about 2 bosses later. Because why not? Okay. Not used to seeing a quest list that's empty. Yeah, it's just lots of... It's not really... It's not entirely empty if you count these as quests, which I do. I want the Prima Gems, but I don't want to. I don't want to put in effort. I'll probably do that off screen, put some effort in. Unless you want me to do one from on screen. Okay, let me in. What sort of mess is this co-op session going to be? I just like keeping on top of my quest list, or... Well, it's more like I run out of stuff to do so often. So I do a quest, and eventually I run out of them too. So when I've been starved for content for so long, I just jump into the quests. Come to think of it, I probably have the Iato story quest somewhere. Just haven't uploaded it.
What? Even a mist flower would melt in this heat.
Oh, it's okay.
Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you get what I mean.
Sin. Yeah, I'm very appreciated. It was very nice of you to do this. Well, after you've got Yolan, feel free to join. I'll help you with any bosses you need. Okay. Don't look me outside. Don't do anything about me. Don't leave me here. Whew. Oh, this is indeed a team.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Bye, Zhao. Have a nice day. I'm looking forward to getting Wanderer. Then I'm going to use that emote. That grumpy kitty. Bye, Nahida.
I'll uproot you.
I'm getting this.
Keep up.
Let me just infect you with insanity and former mushroom spores. Whew, that was lucky. Can you just get some distance?
I hear everything. One with the force.
hyper focus. Oh, ah.
I'll uproot you! Can't see? Keep up.
Okay. Wait, did Ganyu go as well? I ain't going. Oh.
Can't see?
Very good, Ganyu.
Let's nip that in the bud. Oh. And shroud. Keep up.
Didn't realize there was that many left. Look, I could have done it if Ganyu was still there. I'll be the healer. Give me a sec. Ooh. Come on. Let me move sidey to sideway. We can have 2 healers. We will never die. Oh, thank you. Let's go. Because I can't entertain myself doing this easily. I can be my favourite character, but if we lose, for the sake of the other members of the team, I will be the healer. Let me just be here. Right, Shaw, if you die, I'll be very annoyed at you. I need to rebuild my Signari. I'm doing more damage as Komi. It's a bit of a problem. Yep. Ooh, gee, there's an idea. Yeah, could use Jin. He's a bit broken. And my Baizu just cracked completely. Once you've had literally any other hero, you can't really go back to Barbara. She can be on the sidelines being moral support. With her little dance. I'm frozen. And it's basically technically Ayaka with Black Sword. And there's Xenon with Prototype Amber. I've seen a lot of weird healer combinations, okay? Come on, go down. I think I pranged my finger. Okay. Honestly, 30 minutes into the video, and just now I'm collecting something. I'm spending the resin. One day we'll get an animal healer. I'm sure we will. I'm sure of it. Did I? Oh, they've gone. I think Hoyoverse needs to tell new players that you can invite people into the domain from inside the domain. Hello. That is indeed a name. I just noticed for that one, what that name was. Scar's left ball. Oof. Had a bad time pulling for Scaramouche then. Bad day. Bad wishing session. Half the time entering co-op, it's just I want to see new names. Half the time they're worrying. The other time they send me into a bit of a philosophical crisis. And the other time they're just weird. I know the math doesn't really make sense on that, but that's what it is. Wait, what? Nahida, how did you die? Okay. I don't know how Nahida died, but we were literally entering the domain. Ah. Don't worry, I'll keep you all alive. Come on. I need to grind for Komi a bit more. Dang it, look at that normal damage I do. If I get a really nutty pool, okay, for Skara. If I get like if I get 3 of his constellations in one temple, then I'll pull for Komi, okay? Get a constellation which makes her DPS. Nah. Oh yeah. Back when it wasn't too depressing and I was full of hope, a young newbie. I thought, oh, that could totally happen to me. I'd look at these videos on YouTube and go, oh, that's totally gonna happen to me one day. When is it gonna happen to me? Yeah, me too. What was it? I think Zhao and someone else? And then there was that 20 pool, which was basically just Ayato and Mona temple apart. Yep. They bring out the magic card. The magic money card. It just... ugh. Yeah, no. I Welkin. Okay, that's my limit. I once did the battle pass. Well, a few times did the battle pass. You've seen my battle pass weapons. But I have since grown a brain since then. A brain that needs nourishment with real life food. Which must be bought with real life money. So how didn't he die? You know, after this I might just go back to watching who was it? I might go back to watching Tectone's pools for the Staff of Homeless just to make myself feel better. Oof. You battle passed a couple of times at the beginning of the game. Been working from a Serpent Sword for a bit, that's been replaced with Wolf's Gravestone. Usually this Welkin, but you've gotten some Genesis crystals, yeah. I did that once, because I desperately needed to just get this last temple. And I didn't do it again, because I just felt horrible for doing it. This poor Nikita just finally getting a chance to fight. Yeah, isn't that just like... once a year resets. Yeah, but doesn't mean you should. Just take a long look at your wallet and think, do I have self-control? Do I absolutely need this in my life? Knowing that the characters I am trying to get will lose value when the next character that can fly comes out. You know, the doubles only really reset once a year. I know they did that one, like for the anniversary. At least I know they only reset once. I wonder if they reset again. I know, I'm glad you got the bird for the second anniversary. I do wish we could get something a bit more, like a five star of our choice would be fantastic. Yeah. There's only one piece of Genshin merch I kind of want, and that's the Vision. But I'm not getting it because I'm not sure which one I want. The animal one, not really my colour. Cryo one, not really my colour. Did think of Pyro, but the characters aren't really good so far. I don't like Hu Tao. Okay. Electro, a bit too purple. I'm not sure. Then I have to go through all the trouble of making sure it's the region I want as well. And we don't know the outer ring for shapes of the visions, right? We don't know that what is this for Natlan yet. Because we haven't got a Natlan character out yet. Yeah, I've got my manga books and that's about it. I have one of that Yamauchi models with the adjustable posing and everything. Never really opened it. Just sitting in a corner, gathering dust. I'm just too practical and too patient. Give Genshin a few more years so I can properly judge the characters. Then I might get some merch. The model I've got is from Rurouni Kenshin, right? Samurai. The live action is truly absolutely horrific to dubbing. I'm not even sure he's got the Japanese right. It's so bad. But the anime was good. Oh, it's good story-wise if you can ignore how absolutely terrible dubbing is. The manga's hilarious. I'm sort of sad he didn't carry on the anime the way it was going. He just ended it in a really horrible way. Not that anything bad happened, he literally just ended it with a cutscene. Well, not a cutscene, well, it felt like a cutscene. The thing is, they were getting right onto the really interesting part of the manga. And then they did the movie. They did one animated movie, and then the last one they did, Rurouni Kenshin, I think it was Remembrance or something? And that was awful, okay? Hated it. I don't know. I think the Rurouni Kenshin manga is actually quite short compared to everything else. I need to catch up with One Piece, for example. And Bleach. How long have we been fighting this boss? 2 minutes? No. 3 minutes. Huh. I was not paying attention. Yeah, I think I got up to... Where was it? I think I got up to the part where Luffy sneaks into Impel Down. That's about it. Eh. Possibly slightly further than that. Honestly, the only anime I've been able to watch twice is Inuyasha. And I know they've got a sequel out now. They've got a proper sequel anime. Yeah. The thing is, Inuyasha, hundreds of episodes, right? I watched it twice, straight through. And then they did the sequel of the kids, and I just went, eh. Yes. Some animes I couldn't really bother reading. Some of them I watched them. Prefer my anime. I think I should be watching these new ones. Oh, I got kicked. Okay. Let's be Nahida. I did mess with her artifacts a bit.
I've been waiting for you for
Well, the anime's way better. It's got a real 90s vibe, which it probably is. Okay, look at that, 988. Whoa. I got that lovely piece, love it. Kinda want a better one for this, but... Okay, let's go cause some people some trouble, shall we? Yeah, I think... Hang on. I think I watched Naruto up to, the Land of Sea arc, I think, right? And then I finished the rest of the manga. Anyway. Let me in. I think my problem is I tend to read things at the same time if I'm watching something. I'm weird. I can when I read I can absorb all the audio I'm listening around me. Just goes in and it's like I'm reading stuff at the same time. It's like I'm reading two books at once. I only do that when the acting and expressions are really bad at it. So okay. Going again? I've never encountered a Beidou in co-op. This is a first.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Don't worry, I will aggravate the heck out of the enemy. Go on. Help me aggravate stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Please. Please. Come on. No healer. We're all gonna die. The thing about manga is, are you really enjoying it? If you're just there to get through it fast. I just want to work my way through an anime and then go work my way through a manga, go back and think, wait a second, I need to recheck that. And the manga for Rurouni Kenshin, for example, it's really well done. It's nice to look at. Wait. Yes, over here. Over here, Missy. There you go. I have so much DM. Ooh. What? Let me just scoot out the way. Ah! Well, that's good how. I don't know. Some cutscenes are pretty nuts. Fight scenes. I haven't played games too much. With a lot of these high chapter count things to read, there's a lot of trying to get to the good bits. Now, I think about manga is you want to find a manga that's all good bits. You know, have you ever... Have you ever watched an anime called Gintama? Because they weaponized their inner dialogues. There you go, I put it in chat. If you've not seen that one, you should watch it. It's nuts. It's all subtitled though. It's not in English. But it is ridiculous. You will see so many references and you'll miss more than half of them. But they've done it in such a way that it is hilarious. Like, when I say hilarious, I mean you're gonna be smishing your head into the pillow and just trying not to laugh your lungs out, okay? And it has serious fights and dialogue and reasons for fighting, all that. But oh. Like, for example, one point the main character had a character building arc, multiple of them, right, in a row. So the side characters didn't get a lot of screen time, right? So when he came back, he found out he'd been replaced because he was away so long. Oh, by a strange copy, which I think that was the best arc. It was equal parts hilarious and very, very sad. Oh yeah, they do this thing where they completely break the fourth wall repeatedly. They actually get they acknowledge the existence of the manga, right? And they apologize on screen by dragging the writer in the form of a gorilla on screen, and they make him apologize for the manga arcs because he's taken so long to write the manga that they've had to put in filler arcs. It's like if they got Naruto and smacked him over the head a few times on screen, made him apologize for all the filler arcs. I think it's the filler arcs are very good. Right, let's grab a boss, shall we? Trying to think, but I tried to watch it from start again. I was just smacking my head. Oh, I remember this. I tried to watch it from the start, right? And I just, oh wait, I remember this, and I remember this, and oh wait, that makes sense now. Wait, that's oh, that's awful. Because a lot of their puns that weren't explained properly the first time, and you go over it again, it's just Ugh. And they skirt copyright so closely, it's ridiculous. You have a character who's literally Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it's a lot of that. A lot of it's like that. And there's so many dirty jokes. So many. It's not a kid's anime. But at the same time, it sorta is. It's like, I don't know, teenagers? I don't really know how I'd grade it age-wise. Anyway, the pilot of Gintama is like 40 minutes long because it's just 2 episodes back to back, so you should look at that. Oh, hello. Maybe you should keep your kinks to the bedroom, huh? Yeah, I did not need to see that. Let me in. There we go. Oh.
Wait.
Good roll.
No.
All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the
You know
rest
what?
of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Oh, I didn't come prepared, did I? Oh, wait. Where
The
is...
scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
There we go. Oh, that's a rubbish character to have chosen. I did not prepare in the slightest. Someone took my Kokomi. Yeah. Probably the insanity powder worked in this thing. Oh. That's an OP for me. Oh.
Run with the force. I'll uproot you. Keep up. Bury.
What? Ah! Okay. I did not think about choosing. Alright.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Okay, come on.
Keep up. And shroud.
One day I'll have constellations for Takari. And it'll be insta charged. Ah! Come on, come on.
I'll uproot you. Run with the force.
Can you recharge?
Can't see. I hear everything.
Ah! No!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Maybe I'm not as useless as I thought I'd be.
I'll uproot you.
Right. I know I'm going to be useless for the last stage, but here I'm feeling powerful. Ah!
I hear everything.
Ah, no. Okay. Ah. I hope you can all carry, because I'm gonna die. Ooh. Wait a second. Oh, get in. Kazuha! Seriously? Well, there goes my DPS.
Let's nip that in the bud. One thing after another.
Ah! Ooh, close. Thank you. Oh, frick. This thing needs to be recalibrated to be less glitchy as heck.
I hear everything.
Oh, frick. Stop it. No, shoot.
Keep up.
No. There. Bye. You can do it. I tried. I put in a good showing. There we go. It's Gesundheit. I will take that. No. At least we got that. I used to have 20 of them, but I've just gone through them like whoosh. Trying to think what other anime I've watched, but it's been a long time. I did watch Dororo, but does that really count? I do have reincarnated as slime just waiting for me to watch it. Trigun. I remember I love that one. I watched the entire series. I got halfway through it again recently. Nah, I completely forgot about it. Who else? What other one should we do? We'll do this one. You haven't watched Slime, though you've read a couple of arcs of light novel a while back. You know, actually, there's an anime I haven't... Well, I've watched halfway through it, but then I just put it aside. Because I had stuff to do. I never picked it up again. Basilisk. The reason I put it down because I know it's got a bad ending. So I haven't watched it, and I really should finish it. Froggy. Thing is, I only watch animes with sad endings when I don't know the ending's coming. Ooh, pardon me. Yeah, I think that's called fan fiction. But the thing is, it wasn't a bad ending, it was a sad ending. But it was undeniably an ending. Nah, just denial. Nah. Seeing the state of that river, don't go in it. Don't go into the Nile.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Thing is, a
This
lot of them,
blade,
a lot of the anime I watch, I know they're never going to get a proper conclusion because they're way too old. Trigun was a surprise, okay? I don't think they did it very well.
Let it be known that divinity is mine.
Couldn't have waited 5 seconds for me to load in.
Never fear, join me us here.
Hit these things.
Or power.
No, you don't. I mean, it look like I'm not doing much damage, but I swear to you, I'm actually better than I look. Ooh. I don't know, I thought Gurren Lagann ended quite well. Let me just jump this. With my stubby legs, I shall jump this. Whoa, I did it. That's a first. Let me get something. Come on. Where are you going? I can't hit you with my stubby little attacks from the sphere, okay?
To oblivion.
You first.
Reality is pain.
There we go. We got him.
Good riddance, cruel world.
There we go.
Possible.
Oh, let me down.
I can't.
Maggot Wanderer. I'm going to have 3 completely incompatible supports. What the heck? I'll take that. It's not too bad. If it rolls into defense, that'll be not. That'll just tell me that it's all going to roll into defense. I wonder if I could bring the stubby little legged character in to fight the Raiden Shogun. Would that work? You know what, I'll try it. We haven't fought her for ages. Oh, I've just been yeeted. You ever seen Wolf's Rain, the anime? Well done. It's a good one, but it's got a sad ending. And you know that silhouette of the wolf? You've not heard of it? Oh, no, you have not, but you've heard of it. Well, it's fairly good. And you know that it's got a silhouette of a wolf against a moon, right? And you will find that in all media, that silhouette is the one you've used for a wolf. Ooh, why am I clicking that? The silhouette of a wolf howling against the moon. They've taken that image and they've used it everywhere. Same wolf. I've heard I've heard artists complain about it. If you draw a wolf, you're gonna have it head up, howling at the moon, just standing dramatically with tail half upright. It's like ingrained into the cultural consciousness of literally every. Okay. Hang on, let me just heal my gear. I do have drifters there as well. I should be watching that at some point. I've only got the first episode. Mostly just watch Studio Gilby movies. Or at one time I went on a Indiana Jones marathon. I've been trying to get into that series as well, the Young Indiana Jones. Okay, let me in. Please let me be the one. Can I be, please? 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 Thank you. Oh dear. Oh dear. You realize you aren't going to survive without a healer, right?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Someone else wanted to be Nahida. Yeah. I don't know, I think it gets better. I did try to look for the books as well. The latest movie, I think it fit in with the movies, but they did have to retcon the Young Indiana Jones.
Illusions about destruction.
For a few things, actually. Oh.
Shattered.
Look at that wanderer and wondering if I can do better.
Your verdict is decided.
I don't know.
Is that all?
I have no way to tell until I actually get these artifacts on him. Ah. Oh!
This bond is eternal.
Move. I like how we're still doing damage. Ooh. It's working its bit. I don't remember the last time I fought as Zhongli. Get in here. Ah! Something's weird about this one. Ah!
Only emptiness awaits.
Huh. That went by faster than I thought it would. Is it so much to ask for a single billet? At least we've got these. Yeah, young Indiana Jones is kind of interesting, but I'm having trouble getting through the first episode. I thought it'd be. I know Harrison Ford in the later episodes makes a appearance as Indiana Jones. But it's not really connected. I went on Wikipedia and just looked at this strange warped timeline they've got. It's like they just picked scenes of history and just added Indiana Jones. The thing is, young Indiana Jones was designed to be educational for kids, right? They'd have him at all the interesting sites around the world, historical sites, and he'd discover all these facts and stuff. And they had him on the punching Nazis as well. So yeah, when he grew older and participating in various wars around the world. I think Last Crusade's my favourite. No. Raiders of the Lost. No. Yeah, Last Crusade's my favourite. But it's tied pretty hard with the Dial Destiny. That was pretty good as well. You go focus on your work. Go earn more money for you to gacha with. Sean Connery. He's in like all the greatest films. Maybe they're great because he's in them. Right. Let me think. I think I'll do some bounties just to get those out of the way. Do some TCG. And I'll do bounties then go into co-op. Today or earlier last week? Anyway, nice to see you. Show haven't seen. Sorry if I've done your name wrong, but today. You still on? Is that you? Is this you? Well, thank you for visiting. And feel free to come to my Serenity Teapot or my world, or if you want anything. I'm literally doing bounties. Where's the question? You know what, I'll do here for once. I was briefly talking about anime before. So, yeah. Anyway, we ended up talking in movies. And please don't look too closely at my team. It's just Kazua's there for friendship reasons. Huh. Oh, fetch quest. There we go. And we were talking about the Indiana Jones series. Why'd I click that one? You know, let's get this one out of the way first. You know, some people didn't know that Young Indiana Jones series existed. When I went to see it with my dad, the Dial Destiny, right? He did not know the series existed.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
I don't know how. He's ancient. So the question is, when I see him tomorrow, when we go into Oppenheimer, is he going to be able to quote things in the movie? from the series. And am I going to have to listen to it throughout Oppenheimer? Never sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ooh. Oh, let me just pass it. I need to put stuff here at events. Yeah. It's an honor to be your friend. Here, take your mints. Honestly, if this guy wants to stay in business, he's going to have to get a regular supplier rather than just relying on reputation quests. Anyway, you can see, well, you can see my characters in my profile. I think. I might have changed it recently. Let me fix that. So if you want me to do any bosses with you, just tell me and request whatever. I do have Discord. Profile. Why do I have Yanfi there again? Where is Mekakomi? She's right there. Yeah, I think they're built. But that is basically my team. Oh, why do you have that? No wonder you're so ridiculously rubbish. I am a Geo and Nihida main. Because it's literally the only characters I went nuts over. This is my adopted teenager. This is my adopted daughter. Who is technically older than me. And one day I'm going to get C1 or C2 Scaramouche and C2 Raiden Shogun, because I'm counting the constellations as her sandals to keep the mouthy brat in check. Oh.
I see everything.
Ah.
Against the rules.
Finally,
Wrong.
there's more. Keep the
This is not a good thing.
One with nature.
fall before me.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Why did I fight these? Ah, because they're in the way, that's why. Hello? Is it literally just this one? Oh, it is this one.
Hey. Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
Ah.
Not now.
Time to get
The night is cold.
into the wind.
Anyway, I've pre-grinded literally everything for Wanderer. Including his artifacts. So I should be able to get him to Triple Crown on the first day. Hopefully. I might not have enough moral for that. Kinda hope I do, but I do sort of wish I'd pulled for Scaramouche, but I desperately needed Nahida and at least one Yoimiya. Defeat the Hilly Churls? Where? Hilly where? Oh, I walked into the bounty area. This is me not paying attention.
Hold the line. Not now. Hey,
No, I didn't do that right.
Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory.
There we go.
One with nature.
Torrent, I have you.
You just stick with
Rest and rebuild.
There we go. There we go. I'm not a whale, I just stack Welkins.
Let's move out.
I did think of going for another gacha, but just to play it on screen, but for some reason Honkai Star Rail isn't on PS4. Get close enough, I can just pyro murder everything. Yep.
Don't be scared.
There we go. Really?
Everyone hold hands.
There we go.
Family knowledge. The night is cold.
Into the wind.
Billowing surge.
So anyway, if you ever feel the need to bring in some cavalry, I can bring in my abyss teams. Right. I hope they don't send me to fight that Electro Hilly Troll again.
Let's move out.
Not because I can't, because I don't like it. Oh, that reminds me. I'll be, I usually stream Minecraft after this, but I'm not streaming anything today after this. On Monday, however, in place of the Minecraft slot, we'll be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Because I'm not playing any Minecraft until I edit the footage I've currently got. I'm awful at editing. Well, it's not that I'm awful, it's just my computer's a potato. And editing on YouTube is just, ugh. There's probably an easier way to do it.
Breathtaking.
Oh, it's this one. It's immune to pyro?
Hold the line.
I did not check.
Not now. Sorry. Roll. This may pretty little.
The wind knows it.
Roll. Temple of Wisdom. The night is cold.
Into the wind.
Let my Kakomi deal some damage. I'm so glad I got Kakomi the first banner she came out. It gotten to the point where I was just relying on Zhongli for everything. So I said, let's dodge. Let's learn how to dodge. Let's get Kakomi. Don't regret it. I do feel some buyer's remorse for getting Baisu as well. But he is a ridiculously cracked healer. I'll use them someday. I'm sure I will. Maybe. Mora. Invulnerable to geo, that is fine. So anyway, come to me with your co-op woes. Which we will be doing after this. Actually, I should probably look for the artifacts first. Yep. Is it time? No, it's not time yet. Okay.
Let's move out.
Just wait, we'll have a Pokemon stream one day. One day soon. How did this thing get here without anyone spotting it, huh? That's what I want to know.
Not now. Don't be scared. Just wait for you.
Wind strike.
Make yourselves a room.
As one with wind and cloud.
Fellow sir. Allow me. Hey.
There we go. Once you've got into a certain level of Genshin, you can just assemble whichever mishmash random team you want and you just steamroll everything. Very fun. Okay. Whatever things we missed from the battle pass. Ooh. Yes. Let me just do the thing. Yeah. Can't do it. It's all wanderers. So I think on Monday, no, not on Monday, on Sunday, how would you feel about Spiral Abyss? Because I think I want to attempt it again this time. Last time it didn't go down so well. It left me with trauma. And less prima gems than I usually get. Good owl.
This realm is...
Don't ask me why I have all that, okay? I would never try to assemble a mad laboratory, a mad scientist laboratory. Nah.
If you ever have it...
Thing is... my dad, right? He really, really, really wants to see the new Mission Impossible movie. I haven't watched anything but the first movie. So it means I have to watch it again. It's all free on Now TV, so I'm going to do that. But will I have the will to live afterwards? Right. Let me just go somewhere safe. So so I don't immediately spawn and someone tries to smack me around. Thing is, do I want to do co-op? Or do I want to do the event co-op? Because the event's really fun. I'm going to do events co-op. Because I've already done it, but I'm going to do it again. Let's help other players. Can I go around there? That's a question. Let me out.
Don't be scared. Stay put. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. Stay put. Stay put.
We could have had Barn Bunnies doing this as well.
You play. You're up. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. Don't be scared. Don't be
Hi.
Stay put.
I do kind of wish I'd muted her.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Oh, come on, I had that one.
You play. You're up. Stay put. Don't be scared. Stay put.
Okay.
Stay put. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. Don't be scared. You play. You're up. Stay put. Stay put.
Right.
Don't be scared. Stay put. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Stay put.
So we can go down there. Good to know. I wish we could just do one type of challenge over and over again. Now this one is where everyone sabotages each other. If I were a troll, I would sabotage them viciously. Unfortunately, I am not that bad of a person because I've had it done to me before. I know the feeling. Ah. We need a competitive team, but let's just yeet all the slimes into a corner and just take one of them. At least it's teaching people the mechanics. But Ta-da! What do these points even do, huh? $3.29. Let's see if we can get faster in this, huh? I should be writing these times down, just checking for new records. Come on. I'm glad we can take the birdie in. With my good luck birdie. Oh. I wonder if we'll get the ball event again. This must be murder for mobile players. A new record. Huh. There we go. There we go. Let me sit over there and do it again. Let's see what the record was. I don't really think you can get platinum awards in this. Well, I'm going to save this all for Monday, aren't I? Now, why is this separate? What are they going to do in 3 days? Well, suppose until then we'll just have to wonder. In the meantime, let me just do my thing. Ooh. More than I thought. Anyone else excited for Wanderer? Why am I clicking that? Well, I will see you on Sunday, and I'll tell you how awesome Oppenheimer was once I've... Well, seeing as it'll be like... I'm seeing it tomorrow. At least I'll have some time to cool down. Oh, what's it gonna be like? Is it gonna be... I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm just thinking about it. So, right. Concentrate. I will see you on Sunday. I will regale you about the movie. And maybe we'll do Spiral Abyss or TCG or co-op. I'm kind of leaning towards co-op. I have a Discord, so there's that. And I will see you later. When I say later, I mean I'm going to raid someone if I can find the button and get it working. I haven't raided anyone in a while. All these traitors playing Honkai Star Rail.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them.
Right.
If you wish to hear it.
Go say hi to someone who is doing the abyss, and it looks, that abyss looks nasty. So go wish them luck. That abyss looks really nasty. Now I'm kind of scared. Think of Oppenheimer. That's a more cheery subject.